Hello everyone, this is Patricia with Patricia's Crafting Corner. Today I'm going to be coming out of my comfort mode and do something a little more daring than just pouring colors and blending and um, using the plasters, eco resins, whatever you want to call them, and just resin. I want to do something that I have never done before, but what I want to do is do it in stages, and at the time of completion with everything curing, I will put together my project, and hopefully you'll like it. What I'm going to start with right now is some resin. I'm just going to go around the edges of the coaster mold I have here. I have the frog mold, I have several cloud molds, and two angel molds that I just recently purchased from Amazon. Now I'm also going to be using micas. I have the neon blue and neon pink from Let's Resin, and I'll be using that also. But that will be going for the angels. Right now I'm just starting off with the resin, UV resin, and some crushed glass to be just making a border around the tray. So with this, I'll just take a few of the glass pieces and insert them into the UV resin, going all the way around the mold, because this is going to be our border and also our pedestal, if you can call it a pedestal, or either just the base of the light. Now, as I do this, I'm going, afterwards I'll just put it under the UV light, let it cure, and whatever is in excess, we'll take that off. But I just want to make sure that it's enough to go around. And fill it in and make it look sparkly. I won't give it totally away, but I just want to let you see at the end the finished product, and please give me your honest opinion. Okay. These are going to be going in steps, and I hope this video don't be so long that you'll get bored with it. So what I will do is break up, different segments of it, and make sure the main portions that I would like for you to see as I'm making this light, you will understand what it is I was attempting to do or doing. Okay, that's enough with the crushed glass. And now I'll use my UV light. Did I cover that up? Yes. Move that out the way. Move this out the way. Okay. So of course I'll have to cure the top and the bottom. I like to thank all of my subscribers, all of the new people that have been watching, and hopefully the next time you'll consider subscribing. I appreciate any and all comments that I got and get, and I look forward, and hopefully more will come. Now with this, I'm going to just go around just a little bit more and then we'll dump any excess and do it on the other side. We will be using resin. I'm going to use Let's Resin's fast curing resin this time, and hopefully it will work. I've never used it before, and I hope that the depths that they recommend for the fast curing treatment to work, I won't be under exceeding them or over. Well, it's finally feeling like fall. We are at the temperatures of 31 today, and our highs will be 45. But that's okay. I don't mind, because sometimes I'd rather be a little bit cool. You can always put the layers on. It's just when the snow and the cold is out and it's in the lower temperatures that I don't do well. I had COVID last year, and I was almost fearful of this winter coming upon us, but I'm not. I mean, what can I do about it? I can stay inside and keep warm. And as far as COVID is concerned, at this point, I've had it. I survived it. But I'm not going to just say, oh, so I'll be okay from now on out. I'm not even going to be that crazy to say that. I just hope that no one in my family contracts it again, and that we all be safe and healthy. And the same to you. I wish that very same thing. Thanksgiving is next week. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to have a lot of family over. And we've invited some we haven't had here before for dinner. So I'm just looking forward to the whole process. I don't even mind all the cooking this time. I start planning my menus. I'm sure everybody probably does the same thing for ahead and get everything I need but the last few vegetables that we're going to have. Okay, I think that's hard enough. Now I'll sit that out the way for a second, and I'll clean up my crushed glass here. I'm saying, almost said crushed grass, and no, it's not nearly crushed grass. Okay, I want it to go fast enough where each step doesn't seem like it's going to be forever. Put that back in the container. Now this next part, I'm going to be taking my angels, and the wings I have the blue for boy and the pink for the girl. So what I have, well, I'm just saying boy because the smaller one I'm naming as girl, and the larger one will be the boy. He'll be more like one of the guardian angels, and she'll just be like one of the new angels. I'm just going to highlight a little bit in the inside wings. Just on the on the cuffs of them. I don't want it to go all the way in. Okay, and whatever's left will be brushed out, cleaned out, and then I'll clean up the inside. I don't know, when I started my channel, it seems like I got to the point where I was afraid to do anything. I couldn't think of what to do, and how am I going to do this? What if they don't like that? And through all this learning, now I started the channel in August, and here it is November, and I'm just tired of doing the little baby projects. This is going to be one of my larger ones. It's going to be the start of more, hopefully. And I just hope you like it. And then too, I'm not expecting this pink to be all that fluorescent or anything. I just wanted to just highlight in here that I wanted her to represent the female angel. Go around her little collar. Because with the lights, you know, you can't have really dark colors. You want them to stand out, be light enough to get the glow of the light. Take my little wipe here and clean up that excess. I know you probably can't see what I'm doing, but for me to get this right and not to make a big flub of it, I'm trying to do it and then I'll show it to you. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like in the inside of each one. And now we'll do the boy, same way. I forgot to get my little brush cleaner. And I'll do his wings the same way. His wings are actually larger than hers, so that makes it real easy to brush it in. I love Miss Wanda's angels that she made. They turned out really beautiful. I don't think I could be on the scale of Miss Wanda and her creative mind, because she does go outside the box a lot and do things, and I just sit there in amazement. It's not like I want to be like her, but I want to be able to create things that give a wow effect sometimes. I am going to venture out of my comfort zone because I've wanted to do a sculpture, and I think that will be something I'll do after Thanksgiving, because I'll have more time to get my materials together and get it all laid out. And go for it. Okay, I'll brush him out. Put that aside. And that's how he looks in the inside. Same thing. Okay, so now I've got this together. I'm going to move these back for a while and we'll do that. But I'm going to take a brief break to measure out my resin and get it mixed up, and then I'll be back. Thank you. Okay, I'm back. I've mixed 250 ml of the resin. I hope this is enough. But what I'm going to do first is, I've already let it sit to have the bubbles to gas, but still I'm going to stir it again because I want to make sure that it was all blended in well with my mixer. I have 4 cups in front of me, and I will be blending in my colors that I want to use. For my clouds, I'm going to put just a tidbit of resin in there, not a lot, because all I want to do is mix up a little white mica powder and add it in. And for my girl, I'm just going to hold off on her, but I've decided I don't want to change her color. What I am going to do is add some of the Pixix alcohol ink, the aquamarine, maybe just a couple of drops. I don't want it to be dark, just a pale, as pale as it can be, blue. And I will start with the clouds first. Here's my, and this is just a packet of white mica powder. It was in one of the boxes that I ordered as a sample. So I'll add one little scoop in there. And I'll stir this up. Stirring too fast, it's flying around. I'm going to have to add just a little bit more resin to it. Mix it up real good. Now, I don't know how well this is going to work, but this is a thought I had. And what I want to try and do is just pour a little into the mold of each cloud. I'm using the small and the medium sized cloud. And I know you probably hear the sirens going by. Sounds like an ambulance. So, okay, I'll put that out the way for now. And I am going to add my aquamarine I gave it 4, maybe 5, I don't remember. We'll see. And with this, I also want to add a little of my crust crystal. And where's an extra spoon? I'll just have to use one of these. I moved things around when I was mixing. Oh, here it is. But still, I've already wiped this one off. I'll set it aside and use the good one here. And blend this in. And I'll let you see it. It's just as pale as it could be. Practically still clear. And what do you think? It's still, you can still tell that it has a hint of color. Now for this, I'll add, I don't know how much resin it's going to take to fill the angels. So I just estimated at the 250 mils to cover each of the molds that I'm using currently. And if there's anything left over, it will go into the other molds that I have set out. Okay, now that's for him. And the rest of the resin, I'm going to see first if I need anything else before I go on and add all of the crust crystals in. And working fast as I can because I don't want any of this to set up on me. And I'll have to roll him back up. Okay, so I'll start by filling him up first. I'll fill the head, stop, and work it around in there real good. I see a few little bubbles, but they're all coming up. I'll spray a little alcohol. Continue to work the head. Go up to the wings. And I'll finish it off. That worked out perfectly. Just need just a tidbit much. Not much, not much. And I can always use some of the glitter, resin that we're going to be using next, because it won't have any coloring in it. It'll just have the crystal, the crystal. Okay. Dispose of the cup. Wipe my hands quickly. Sorry about that. Whenever I rush, I always do something to cause something to fall. Just want to keep it as clean as possible and work as fast as possible without creating a mess. I'm so glad I have a little space left in there. Hopefully the bubbles will work their way up. I'm just going to leave that out. I thought about adding pink alcohol ink, but now I think I'm just going to leave her totally clear with the crystals. And I will just add that to my cup. I'm going to wait and fill the clouds last, because I want to make sure I have enough for my coaster and to finish my angels, because even if I do it a little later, it'll all still work out, because everything is going to be going on to one mode except for the frog. It's going to have a different coaster to it also. Now this may look all messy and out of joint, but don't get discouraged. I've had messes before and survived. Okay, I didn't squeeze her head. That didn't sound too good. But I want to get all the air bubbles. Make sure everything is filled in. So far we're at 10 minutes. I'm keeping track because I don't want this to be so long that I won't be able to get it uploaded. that was just right for our angels. And there is just a little bit left. I can do at least start on the smallest mode, cloud mode. I don't know, it's come off the map. Probably can't see what I'm doing, but now the cloud does not have to be a fully formed cloud as large as the mole, but just big enough to that it would be able to sit and you can tell what it is. Okay. I'm making a mess here. I'll squeeze that, get as many air bubbles out as I can. I'll clean up my mess here before I go on. Got an appointment to get my MRIs done today. So I'm really just looking forward to getting it out of the way. I'm not by any means excited because I've been having problems with my back long enough. I need to know exactly what's it. And they believe that, well, the doctor believes in the pain management group that getting the MRI done will give him a better determination as to what would work. And again, he doesn't think the surgery would be necessary, so I'll see. Okay, I'm going to spritz each with alcohol. And I will finish cleaning up here. And I'll see you again when it's time to demold. And hopefully it'll be perfect. See you in a minute. Okay, I'm back. We have the coaster mold that has been cured, our two angels, and just one of the clouds. We're not going to continue on with this video because I'm afraid that it may run a little bit long and we don't want it not to be able to be aired. So there will be a part 2. See you next time. Have a good day. Like, share, and subscribe. See you